The reaction everyone is talking about today is the one that actually happened just behind Donald Trump at that rally as the cameras were rolling. So I am going to replay Donald Trump's comments, but I want you to look not at Donald Trump, but at the man in the red just to the right of your screen.
Hillary wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment. By the way, and if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. But
the man in the shadow, out of the shadows today, we found you, Darrell Vickers. We have found you in Oak Island, North Carolina. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Brooke.
All right, so the world watched your jaw drop. I want you to tell me what were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking exactly what I said to my neighbor, Connie, and that was, I can't believe he said it. The media will have a field day with this one. I was just absolutely taken aghast.
Said it meaning what? What was your immediate, visceral interpretation without hearing everyone chatting about it?
Well, Trump has got a very unique personality, and he makes jokes off the cuff. And one of the things, had we had a chance to talk to him, I would have taken him to the shed. Down here in the South, we don't curse in front of women, we don't drink liquor in front of the preacher, and we don't make jokes like that in public. Now, we may do things in private, we may go to the shed and drink some moonshine or something like that, but we would have taken Mr. Trump to the shed and said, don't say things like that because people will misconstrue it. But it was clear to my mind and to the people around me that he was trying to make a joke. And unfortunately, people like some of the media friends like Huffington Post will take and screw that up and distort it. And it was not meant to be that way. No one.
Okay, I'm not trying to talk about distorting. I thought it would be fascinating to talk to you, sir. And I hear you. I'm from the South. I understand what taking him out to the shed means, but just so I am crystal clear, you thought he was making a joke about being violent.
Well, he wanted to make a point, and the point is that Hillary Clinton is going to cause us to have problems with the Second Amendment and with gun rights, etc. And it was a joke. Clearly a joke, and not something that I would have taken seriously. There's no one that I know would have taken that seriously.
But she's never actually said she wants to abolish the Second Amendment.
I understand that. But there are so many people that believe that the solution is to control the guns, and there are many of us who believe that the solution is to control the people who have the guns. We don't like people who don't have clear mental faculties being allowed to have guns. And that's some of the things. We have laws in the country that will take care of that. Let's enforce the laws. Let's don't eliminate them.
Mr. Vickers, let me ask you this, because I know you're a staunch Republican. You live in North Carolina. I understand you wanted to go to this rally. You wanted to see the man in person because you had not yet made up your mind. Is that correct?
That's correct. My family has been Republican since 1854, and I will support the party. I think the Republican Party has got a superior platform, a platform that's beyond doubt the best solution to our country's problems.
Why hadn't you made up your mind yet?
Because I wanted to see the man's character, and there were two questions that I actually wanted to have answers. And number one, from whom will he seek advice? And number two, when the Secret Service agents write their inevitable tell-all 10 years from now, what are the headlines going to be? And I really want to understand the character. In the South, we shake your hand, look you in the eye, and make a determination whether you're a good person or not. Trump is
Did you get those answers, Mr. Vickers? I mean, are you saying yes to Trump?
No, I did get those answers, and I listened to him for over an hour, and 23 seconds of that caused my mouth to drop, obviously. But I did listen to him for over an hour, and I'm convinced that he's very intelligent. He's very astute as a businessman.
Are you voting for him?
Yes, I will. I absolutely will, because I believe he has the kind of integrity that we need in this country. And he's honest, and I am convinced he has the moral fiber to lead this country. I'm not convinced that the moral fiber exists in the other candidate.
Darrell Vickers, I appreciate you. We found you. We saw your jaw drop, and now we have heard from the man himself. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
We're now learning the identity of the guy who was shocked when Donald Trump made his jaw-dropping comment about Hillary Clinton.
If she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
So who's the guy whose reaction to Trump was seen around the world? Well, here he is.
I turned to the lady who was sitting next to me, and I said, I can't believe he said that.
Darrell Vickers is a 68-year-old retired engineer who once ran for mayor of Oak Island, North Carolina. What did you think about what he said?
Oh, the comment was a joke. It was intended as a joke. But in this day and age, you have to be very, very careful about what you say and how you say it.
Trump is trying his best to temper the firestorm, telling Sean Hannity that he wasn't calling on Second Amendment supporters to harm Hillary, only to mobilize against her.
There can be no other interpretation. Even reporters have told me, I mean, give me a break.
His comment has unleashed a TV uproar from both sides.
If someone else had said that outside the hall, he'd be in the back of a police wagon now.
He doesn't mean it. He isn't that kind of man. It's shameful. He should apologize.
Passions are running so high that CNN's Don Lemon got into a shouting match with a former Secret Service agent, Dan Bongino.
You don't know crap about this, Don. You're a TV guy. I was a Secret Service agent. Now cut off my mic.
Trump tweeted today, Don Lemon is a lightweight, dumb as a rock. So was Trump making a veiled threat against Hillary? An Inside Edition online poll is closely divided, with 52% saying yes and 48% saying no. Trump's comment is just the latest example of something never seen in a presidential campaign before, where both candidates are questioning each other's sanity. He says,
unstable Hillary Clinton.
She says,
Donald Trump is temperamentally unfit.
Psychologist Dan McAdams, a professor at Northwestern University, recently wrote The Mind of Donald Trump for Atlantic Magazine. He says Trump's aggressiveness may be linked to his childhood.
His father really liked the fact that Donald was an aggressive kid. He used to call him a killer, used to encourage him to be a killer. And I think what he meant by that was to be a tough guy. Don't let anybody push you around.
Darrell Vickers wants everyone to know one thing about his big reaction.
One of your competitors made a comment that I was speaking to my wife, and I wanted to be made clear that that wasn't my wife.
And if she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
Donald Trump's speech in Wilmington yesterday continues to garner a lot of national attention, and it's all over a comment the candidate made about the Second Amendment and Hillary Clinton. Trump says he never advocated violence when he suggested that supporters of the Second Amendment could do something if Clinton is elected president and sacks the Supreme Court with anti-gun justices. Trump says he was talking about gun rights supporters using their voting power. On our website, we posted the full video of the section of the speech where Trump made the comment and asked you to decide for yourself what he meant. We had a lot of comments on our Facebook posts. Here are just a few of your reactions. Justin says, yeah, all he was saying is he has the pro-Second Amendment voter support. Randy agrees and says, no threat here, But Vicky says it's disgusting and he is a horrible, vile man. He is not fit to be president or even a nominee. A Brunswick County man has found himself in the middle of the Trump speech controversy. Darrell Vickers of Oak Island was sitting behind Trump when he made the comment, and his reaction was all caught on camera. Replays of it, look at it right there, has gone viral. You see him in the red. Now, Vickers spent much of today doing interviews with news outlets around the world, including WWAY, about what he thought of Trump's comments.
What I was thinking is exactly what I said to the lady sitting next to me. And I said to her, I can't believe he said that. The news media will have a heyday with that. That's what I said. That's what I was thinking.
Vickers said he was found that Trump to be intelligent, ethical, and having the moral character we need, but said Trump got off script when he tried to make what Vickers called a bad joke. We'll hear more from Vickers tonight on WWAY News at 11.
And the WACT News app.
Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
Those words made jaws drop and heads turn. A man sitting behind the presidential candidate is one of them.
He's getting a lot of attention tonight for his reaction to Donald Trump's comments about the Second Amendment made during Tuesday's rally in Wilmington. WECT's Bailey Hicks live in Oak Island tonight, where that man with the now famous face lives.
Bailey, what can you tell us?
Well, Fran, John, I just spoke to Darrell Vickers inside his living room right here in Oak Island. He told me he never imagined he would be spending his Wednesday doing interview after interview, hour after hour, with news agencies all around the world. All because of his reaction to Donald Trump.
If she gets to pick her judges, nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
Trump's words pulling a lot of reaction from the crowd yesterday, including this man wearing red. Darrell Vickers is from Oak Island, and seconds after Trump's comments, you see his mouth drop. Then he turns to the woman next to him, who appears to be laughing. Vickers himself then starts to laugh. Clinton's campaign fired back after yesterday's rally here in Wilmington, saying Trump's comments were dangerous and suggesting he was inciting violence. A top Trump advisor says Trump was simply talking about Second Amendment supporters exercising their voting power. As for Vickers, well, here's what he thought Trump meant.
He was trying to make a joke, I think, and it just, sometimes he'd better keep the script. He got so many other things that he could say and do and stuff, and so many important issues that we need to be talking about and people need to be making a decision on.
And Vickers has a very busy night ahead with even more interviews planned, including one with me, which you can watch right here on WECT News after the Olympics. Reporting live in Oak Island, Bailey Hicks, WECT News.